Hey guys, Lost here, and welcome to an interesting video of Minecraft War Season 6. Now, this is going to count as the next episode, kind of, and I say kind of because it kind of all happened off camera. This whole set of events that you are seeing right now all happened off camera, but I thought I should record it because this was very, action-packed, and this actually had stuff to do with the war. This wasn't me just off camera grinding. It started out with me doing that, but let's set the background here. So, in the middle of me going on a trip with Mr. Figgle, I'm going to call him, we decided to go through another portal to hunt for blaze rods because we needed blaze rods for something. So we attempted to do that. We realized that the portal could be linked with someone's base. We pass through the Nether portal, we come back out of the Nether portal just to see, and we're in someone's base, and we're like, huh, look at that. So we proceed to move through the person's mine shafts, we find their base, and this is where we lead off right here. We then proceed to hide inside this little structure you see right here for at least about 20 minutes. We were just shifting, walking in circles, and basically just questioning life while we were in there, seeing if we would be caught. We didn't know. Now, I personally was not in a situation to kill anyone, however, my comrade was, and he, definitely, hashtag spoilers, did that a bit later on, but we'll get to that as we go. So this video is really just going to be me commentating over it. I've never done something like this. I mean, I've done like the discussion videos, but this is something brand new. So if you guys did enjoy it and want to see something like this more in the future, click that like button to show your support. Try this video to, we'll say 12 likes, because this is a Minecraft War video, so I expect a higher like goal for this. And you guys can comment down below what you think, especially the people that participated in this entire event, one side or the other. So that's essentially the Nether portal right there that we came out of. Essentially, it was kind of funny because at first I didn't expect to find what we did find. I thought it was just, oh, it's a mine shaft. This happens. People just build Nether portals here. But then I was like, wait a minute. This could actually be linked to someone's base. And of course, having the mini-map installed, it kind of showed that very easily. So, yeah, this is what the Nether looked like on our end. We literally built this by spawn, like, not like 100 blocks away from spawn. We built this portal, and we hopped in. We never expected to find anyone's base so close to spawn, but the Nether portal, if you don't know, travels distance a lot differently than the Overworld does, so we were able to come across this nifty-difty base. And this is just me running through the Nether, just looking for any way out, because we really wanted to find, like, a Nether fortress for blazes to spawn, and we come up short, but instead we found this base. So I guess it kind of worked out. I don't know. But yeah, so that was interesting. Now, a few things came up in question during this whole events, and as we get to them, I will be kind of debunking / explaining certain things, and at the end I will do like a full overview of what I think this whole entire events took place, like what I believe the fair outcome was. Because like there was a few like sketchy things that happened, one thing in particular which we will get to whenever it happens. But yeah, this is essentially the base we raided. Now later on we did find out whose base this was, but I will not tell you guys who until we start the battle with them. I shouldn't say we, I didn't participate in any battle. I just took their stuff. So yeah, very interesting. And it's kind of funny because I was asked before this if I was recording, and truthfully I wasn't. I was just, like I said, off camera grinding, but then I was like, holy crap, we found someone's base. I'm going to start recording. So I thought we should start recording, and this is basically what has become of our recording. So I decided to go up here and kind of check things out, see where we were when we came out of their hideout, and I found this like desert cave, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then, here, let me see if we'll find it. Yeah, I found this pathway over here, and I was like, huh, it goes even deeper. Let's see if something's over here. So I go all the way over here, and I see this weird wall. And I'm like, what the heck is this wall? So I break it. Now, this is where things get a little bit crazy. So I break through this wall, and I'm like, well, that's weird. It looks like a weird beehive. And I proceed to enter it, and I'm like, well, this is very interesting. What is this place? And I later did find out what it was, but it was just very scary at the time, because, like, I knew it was from the Tech Guns mod, and I know Tech Guns mod adds in structures, but I was like, what kind of military base is this? This is crazy. And, like, if you look at the item I just picked up, it's called, like, acid or something, like, goo. I forget what it says, like, slime, I think it actually was. So I was like, huh, very weird. So I enter the place, and I'm just kind of like, well, this is happening right now. Definitely this place is something we're going to want to visit in the future, though. I will say right now for a future video, because this is a place I do not have the power so far to fight against. And if you're curious what my armor is, it's a mixture of, like, miner's armor and, like, the first military soldier armor. Mr. Figgle gave it to me because he decided to be nice and make sure I couldn't be one-shot. But as you can see, by his weapons, he has a jetpack and that pickaxe thing, both from the mechanism mod. That pickaxe is capable of doing at least 20 damage per hit. So it is very powerful, and he himself only takes about a half a heart of damage from bullets from normal weapons. Not to say he's not unkillable, I'm just saying he is very strong right now. I'll be honest, it did cross my mind one time or another to betray him during this entire thing, but I was like, if I attempt to betray him, I'm not gonna get anywhere in killing him, and that's kind of was proven to me as we get later on in the video, because I didn't try it, but someone else tried killing him, and yeah, it didn't really fare too well for them. But moving on though, so we start mining the place. I called him over just to kind of like assess what this place was, and honestly I was terrified for my life. So he proceeds to tell me like, oh, there's not much in this place, there's nothing here, it's just like a empty structure. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I look on my minimap and I'm like, wait, but there's enemy dots, which means there could be mobs in here. So I'm like, what's down there? And I was like, oh, that's something very bad. And I proceed to run for my life to climb up here, because you can climb this slime apparently. So I proceed to then realize I can't go up either because it's the middle of the night and I'll die. So I just kind of sit here awkwardly, because so this is actually an alien den. There are alien bugs down there, and they're not too friendly. I didn't attempt to kill one yet, but like I mean, I'm just saying, like, there was about 10 of them down there. The minimap did not lie. There was like a bunch of, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but there was like a bunch of green dots all mashed together. There was like 10 of them in that little hole down there. And I was like, I am not getting them angry at me whatsoever. So I just was like, okay, we can get out of here. I don't want to deal with that. And he said he's going to move, he was going to go further out, going back to their base and check and see if the people that he was waiting for was still there. Because they never showed up past this point. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait till daytime. Because right now I was in the middle of nowhere. And I was not about to deal with people trying to come kill me. Actually, one of those humans there attempted to try to kill me. And I believe right here is when it happens. I can like barely read the chat because I'm watching this. I'm watching this in my editing software, and the video is very squished. So actually no, it didn't happen yet. Never mind. I can just look at the kill feed. What am I saying? Or like the kill streaks board. But yeah, kind of interesting what goes down right now. I'm just literally just chilling in this hole, terrified for my life. At this point in time, I believe I do have a lot of items on me that I took from the person's base that we raided. Now, Mr. Figgle decided he didn't want to take any of the items. He was just going to wait. And I was like, oh, there's the alien bug right there if you want to look at what he looks like. But yeah, so I decided to take, yeah, that's all their items I have on me. So, other than the armor and my tools and my sword, it's all their stuff. And the stuff I mined up from this dungeon I'm in right now. So, I kind of was, I was just sitting in an alien den, too scared to go out in the night and die. I mean, I didn't think of it at the time, but the set that I had on gave me a speed boost. So I could probably outrun anything at night. And I found that out later on in the video also. Also, keep in mind, this video length is about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to skip to the end where I'm just explaining what exactly went on in this episode, we'll say quote unquote, feel free to do so. I'm probably not going to do much of things like this. It literally, the only reason I recorded this was because I just happened to be on, and I just happened to find someone's base, and I was like, you know, I should record this, because I can't just come on the next day and be like, oh yeah, off camera, I raided someone's base, and all this happened. Yeah, that's not going to work, especially considering I'm live streaming this later. If you guys didn't know, I will be live streaming this later tonight, around probably 7 to 9 p.m. EST, for anyone who's interested. There'll be a reminder that goes up on the channel later also, so do not worry. But, yes, we are streaming War later on today, so pack your bags and get ready for a fun old time. And I think it's about daytime now, so yeah, I'm going to leave my little alien hole, we'll say. And these places are all around the desert biomes, in case you guys are curious. And yeah, I'm just killing a human right now, don't mind me. So I killed that human. And then this is the part where I realized, holy crap, I'm super fast. Why did I not just run the whole time? I can't be shot. That skeleton that I ran by actually tried taking shots at me, and he missed horribly. So yeah, this set gave me a huge speed boost. However, what I didn't realize was it actually degraded my hunger very quickly. Actually, I did realize it when it was too late. But yes, as I'm running, I'm realizing, like, if I just look, like, my hunger is drastically dropping, and I have no food on me. Like, I did not bring food. I never thought I would need food, because this was supposed to just be me going into a nether fortress and killing a blaze. I never expected, like, I fully expected to die. I never expected to come out with a full inventory full of good ore and loot from someone's base. So, yeah, I was not prepared to say the least. And the whole hunger factor will come into play later on. Do not worry, everything comes full circle, and I will pay dearly for me not having food on me. And no, I don't starve to death for anyone who thinks that's going to happen. You wish. But, yeah, so I can check my inventory because I'm actually looking for food, I believe, at this point. I am, like, yes, I could have killed any of the mobs around me, but, like, chickens and rabbits aren't going to sustain me. Although, on hindsight, I'm thinking now it probably would have been better for me to risk it just so I had more hunger. Not the chickens, but at least the rabbits. But, so that happened. So, yeah, I think around this time is when it's going to start happening. I have to see. Yeah, it has to around this time, right? Yeah, because I'm almost back to spawn. This is about the time where it takes place. I'm waiting for something. I hate when you wait for something to happen in a video you've already recorded and you're just like, why isn't it happening yet? Oh, yeah, that also... Oh, wait, we'll get to that whenever it happens. But yeah, so I destroyed that chest because it was an empty chest laying out there. Most of you guys took all the loot from the different chests that are on spawn. I just didn't do it. Oh, yeah, we are getting to this part now. So... You guys said this villager didn't work, Steel Boy. I realized the whole issue was he was actually too far away. He backed himself to a corner, and there was actually no way to trade with him. So I attempted to fix him, we'll say. And then I did later realize that we actually don't even need him. The whole point of why I had a steel trader was because there was apparently originally no way to get steel, which is the Tech Guns mod. And then we had the mechanism mod. I didn't know it gave us an option to create steel. So this guy was actually useless, and we later let him go free. But, yeah, the reason why I'm going to keep the trades mod installed, however, is in case I ever want to do, like, a nifty trade at spawn for, like, a limited time offer for war. If, like, let's say, like, you give me, like, 3 diamonds and I give you maybe, like, a plasma gun or something. I don't know. Something crazy, but something that'd be, like, a limited time thing. The villager would be at risk for dying and whatnot. I think that'd be a cool idea. But, yeah, so basically I said here, like, the guy should be fixed now. There should be no issue. And I think somebody said, like, it didn't actually need fixed because we can already make steel without him. We don't need him. And I was like, oh. But is this... No, that's just me changing my game mode. Dang, I never realized how hard it was to read a Minecraft chat whenever you're looking at a super tiny editing video box thing. I could have made this video full screen with it being uncut, but I already cut through the video because what's the point of commentating something that you're cutting up? There was a lot of deleted scenes from this episode also because, like, it either didn't fit or it just was me waiting. Because there was, like, 20 minutes of me just standing still waiting in that hole that was that crafting table. But, yeah, so... I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm looking at the traits. Oh, yeah. I remember. I was told, like, there was something funny about the villager. Mr. Figgle told me that, like, he was like, yeah, I don't know why you have that villager anymore. Like, the trades are kind of weird. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to wait and see if you figure it out. And I'm like, but I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong with his trades. They're perfect. And then I was later informed that they weren't even needed anymore, and it was kind of just a pointless thing to have. So, yeah, don't worry. We took care of that whole issue. But yeah. At this point in time, oh, here's another one of the loot chests. I checked to see if anything was in it. Nothing was, so I just broke the chest because apparently, even though there's literally a sign saying break the loot chest, nobody breaks the loot chest. I don't understand that, and I never will. Oh, this is where I find the horse head. Thought this was the most disturbing thing ever. I was like, why is there a horse head on this sign here? Give me that, and I took the horse head. I tried to wear it, because the head comes from, you're supposed to be able to wear the heads, but it didn't work, so I just was sad. But yeah, my whole plan was to put that horse head in my house. And here is when it happens. Kristen was slain by Mr. Figgle, and Pretender was slain by Mr. Figgle. Double kill. So, Mr. Figgle was actually waiting in their base the entire time. I was even unaware of this at this point, that he was still in their base. He waited for them both, killed them both, and then he slayed Pretender a second time. So, let's talk about this right now. If you guys are reading the chat, while you guys are reading the chat, let's explain this whole scenario. So, what occurred was, Mr. Figgle waited for them to come back to their base. He didn't wait for them to die. He was like waiting in their base, and from what I understand, they came up behind him and started shooting him, but since his armor was good, he barely took any damage. He just turned around and kind of one-shot them. But, from what I understand from this whole story, Pretender respawned right at his bed, right before Figgle could break it, and he proceeded to walk over to his items. And then Mr. Figgle, thinking that he was going to be attacked again, because if the person dies, respawns immediately, runs for their items again, he thinks they're going to attempt to attack him again, he killed him a second time. Not realizing that that was spawn killing. Immediately after it was said in chat, what Pretender even said, he's like, I'm pretty sure that second kill was spawn killing. I was in a Discord chat with Mr. Figgle, and he said himself, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was spawn killing also. You can take that kill off the board if you need to. And I was like, okay, but let's just see how this plays out first before I take the kill off the board. Which I later in this video, I think, or off camera, do remove his kill. So instead of it saying he has how many kills he has, he's down to 3 kills currently. Because I removed one of his kills. He was at 4, he's down to 3 now. So that whole issue resolved itself, and I'm not sure how much longer I have in this video. It says we're about at 18 minutes, so I'll just keep commentating and then we'll go over everything else. So yeah, so he did spawn kill. He admitted that. I fully understand that was a spawn kill, because I even said, I was like, wait, how'd you kill him again? And he was like, oh, he respawned in his bed, and I'm like, that's spawn killing. He's like, yeah, I know. But the reason on why he did it will be explained at the end of this video, on why I think at the same time, although I did remove his kill, it could be arguably justified, the kill. And we'll go over this. I even said, I was like, I hate to have to explain how spawn killing works again, but apparently we're going to have to go over it. We're in, what, season 6 now, and I'm going to have to go over spawn killing, but we're going to have to go over spawn killing. Just so... So the series has the utmost success, and Season 7, which will be coming at the end of the summer, which will be probably even more epic, I want both these series to be good and not have any, like, loose ends to tie up in terms of rule disclaimers and such. So, we'll be going over that at the end of the video. So again, if you want to skip to that point, feel free to do so. But yeah, so here's where the interesting part happens. And I'll explain the full bias of this afterwards, but I start getting attacked. And I'm like, wait, what's hitting me? And I'm like, oh, it's Pretender, he has a wood sword. I'm just going to kill him because he attacked me first, right? And then Kristen's there too, spam punching me. So I kill Pretender, which should happen in a few moments. So yeah, I kill him. Realize I'm at half a heart. Remember when I said I didn't have any hunger, guys? I couldn't do anything. So that is the end of the video, actually. So... it's probably gonna, it's paused now, but it's probably gonna be going through a rerun as I'm explaining this part. So let's go over that really quick before we go over the rule thing. So, I was in creative mode at spawn cleaning up, Dat Boy. Or not Dat Boy, his name's not Dat Boy, it's Steel Boy. I was told that his trades were no longer needed or whatever. It was pointless. I was like, okay, so let me just go and clean up real quick. So I was in now I did just raid someone's base. I had all their stuff on me. But a lot of time has passed since that. So I was like, okay, so I mean, it's my fault for all the stuff being on me. So I broke his stuff in creative mode, right? And I even saw, I think, Pretender out of the corner of my eye walking around spawn. I was like, okay. I wasn't going to bother them because I thought that'd be completely unfair. Let me immediately jump out of creative mode, run over and kill them while they just died and are trying to, like, reevaluate their whole system. So I'm just sitting there breaking the bedrock because, you know, you have to do that in creative mode, and, like, it's my job to manage spawn and whatnot. So the moment I finish, I go out of survival mode and I start walking away. It was the least thing in my mind that somebody would come up behind me and immediately try hitting me. When I got hit, I knew it was someone. I didn't even look at my minimap, but I knew it was someone because the damage I took was like that was like a heart and a half, and I was like, wait, what the heck? So I turned around and see Pretender there with a wood sword hitting me. The first thought in my head was not hit him back. Trust me, even though it looked like that in the video, the first thought that went into my head was, he's just messing with me because there's no way he's trying to attack me right now because he just died. That's literally I'm not trying to sound cocky or confident or anything. That's what I immediately thought. I was like, I'm not going to kill this guy. He just, like, I even resolved that whenever I was in creative mode fixing up spawn. I was like, I'm not going to kill this guy. He just died and lost everything. Why would I just run over and kill him? I don't need the kill. So then he proceeds to keep hitting me, and I'm like, okay, I guess I do have to kill him. So I hit him for, what, 5 damage, then 6 damage, and then I think 3 or 4 more, and then I kill him. At this point in time, he did enough damage to me that I was at half heart. And it probably was also part of Kristen just punching me. But with the armor I had, I'm sure that at most every 5 hits was doing probably about half a heart. So I did get down to a half a heart. And I was like, okay. But the moment I was just going to walk away from Kristen, I wasn't going to kill her because I thought that would be too unfair. Not to say that there was anything against that, because that wasn't spawn killing anymore, and that wasn't, like, anything like that. So I had all rights to kill her, but I was like, no, I'm going to let her go. But she kept punching me, and I was thinking in my head, this was like in the span of like 2 or 3 seconds worth of time. All these thoughts were racing through my head. I was like, wait a minute. I can't get out of this, because I have no sprint. And she keeps hitting me, and I'm like, I have half a heart. If I take one actual hit, because a few were like, you know, when you spam click, it doesn't do any damage anymore. Like, what I was like, wait a minute, if she actually just hits me once for real in this 1.12 combat, I'm gonna die. And the moment I thought that, I died. And I was like, I can't believe that just happened. And in my Discord, my friends were like, how did you just let that happen? And I'm like, you know, you're right. How did I just let that happen? Because it was all completely fair. Like, I died and I've lost all my stuff. So that happened. Oh well. But it wasn't my stuff. It was technically their stuff. Which, if you guys haven't figured that out yet, it's your stuff that you got from me. Kristen, if you're watching this video. Pretender, if you're watching this video. Yeah, you guys got your stuff back. Good job. I don't know what happened to it after that. I'm assuming you guys got the stuff back because you killed me. But, yeah, so ironically, I did respawn at my base, and that's why I cut the video here, because I didn't want you guys to see the exact location of my base. So, I just, I died, respawned at base, and I actually had to get back to my base anyway. That's actually where I was going to head in a minute. That wasn't the direction I was going. I don't know why I was walking towards the desert. But I just didn't expect to be punched from behind with a person without a weapon. But, you know, that happens. It's fine. All fair in love and war. And besides, I got a kill out of this anyway, so I didn't even want to kill. I didn't even expect to get a kill. I was just going for a blaze rod, for crying out loud. I didn't expect any of this. And that's the best part about Minecraft War. You never do expect what's going to happen. But, lessons learned, just don't build your nether portal and link it. We'll say that. Because afterwards, Pretender did realize that was how his base was found, because of the nether portal. That nether portal, though. But let's talk about the nether portal for a minute, though. This is immediately turning into a Minecraft discussion video for a few minutes. Before we go over the rules, I'm just going to say really quickly. The only way to stop a nether portal is to either keep it broken always, like either break a piece off it or do the water bucket thing. If you guys didn't know, water buckets can put out nether portals. If you right-click the water bucket in the portal itself. It still works in some versions of Minecraft. But before you think, well, I could just build a wall around the nether portal, well, you can. But if a person goes through the portal and gets stuck, I'm going to be the one who has to break them out of it, which means I'm going to be the one that has to go in creative mode to break them out of it, which means I'm going to be the one that has to teleport to your base to break them out of it. So before any of y'all start thinking, let me just build a wall around my nether portal so nobody can get through to my base, please don't. Stop it. Get some help. We can't deal with that, because then I'm going to have to go and reveal your base coordinates anyway. Well, technically, I will know where the base is. But, yeah, so if any of you are thinking to just build a wall around your nether portal, don't. Just break the portal. It takes a water bucket, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in 1.12 you can break up the water bucket. Now, let's explain the other side of things, the whole spawn killing, because I didn't think I'd have to explain this, but apparently some confusion came up, and I said I would just clarify it in tomorrow's this video anyway. So, let's talk about spawn killing. There's 3 ways to spawn kill. There is the first way, which is you just simply, a person respawns at their bed after a death and you kill them. Spawn killing. That's kind of actually what happened in this scenario. Second option, a person spawns at spawn for either the first time or they die and don't have a bed, so they spawn at spawn. And you kill them there. Spawn killing. And before you say, well, what do you determine length of spawn killing? Do you have to, like, wait a minute for them? Do you have to just use your judgment? If you think they've had enough time, then go and kill them. If they call you out for spawn killing, be like, hey, I thought you had enough time and you've already done stuff. It's not my fault you weren't doing anything. And don't count to 10 if that's what you're assuming. And then the third form of spawn killing would have to be a situation where, like, I'm in creative mode, I teleport to you, or teleport you to me for whatever reason possible. This happened back in Season 5 in the final episode, actually, so I wanted to clarify this. Where, I think it was Mage I was fighting on one of them, where I teleported him to me, and I was in creative mode at the time. No, I wasn't in creative mode at the time. I was in survival when I teleported me, and the moment he teleported to me, he immediately started attacking me. So, that was, like, a weird form of spawn killing. And I even said it back then, but not talking about that. Let's talk about it now. So, like, I'm in creative mode. For example, when I was at spawn, if there was a person next to me and they saw me game mode out of creative mode and they start killing me, that is technically a form of spawn killing, because do I really think that the second I go out of immortality, I'm going to be attacked? No. I'm not saying what happened to me there was spawn killing, because I obviously was out of creative mode and I started, like, running another direction, so Kristen Pretender jumped on me and just killed me. Now, let's talk about another form of... Let's talk about the parts that aren't spawn killing. Because you're probably saying, well, obviously then, Mr. Figgle there deserved getting his kill taken away, because that was spawn killing. Yes. Now, let me talk about the other side of it. He said that, Pretender was immediately rushing to his items or his chest. Either way, to try to possibly grab a weapon and try to fight him. Now, that might not be the case, but either way, if you were just killed by someone that's raiding your base, that is currently still raiding your base, if you spawn back in, now, all means aside, you're allowed to defend yourself, but if you attempt to defend yourself, and that counts going to pick up your items, either to flee with them or whatever, that immediately gives the other person a means to kill you again. Because you are clearly engaging in an act that is trying to prevent them from doing what they are doing. So, you're openly saying, hey, I'm trying to stop you in one way or another so you can still come and kill me. It's not like you have invincibility frames when you respawn, you can just go and take your stuff and run. That is not how it works. You are still probably going to be hunted. So just to clarify everything, I'm not going to exchange up the rules or anything. Spawn killing is still spawn killing as it is, but I just wanted to clarify this at the end of this video, just so you know. If you guys have any questions, comment it down below, and I'll be sure to clarify even more if you guys need me to. I talked about everything I need to, but yeah, so everything I said that is considered spawn killing is considered spawn killing. If you do participate in some acts of any of that, then your kill will be removed from the board, as Mr. Figgles was. However, one more thing. Like I said, if you try to, however, fight the person, or engage in any act that the person deems as, holy crap, this is a threat to me, or they're trying to take their items and get away, I need to stop them because I am still raiding them, then yes, you are allowed to do that. And it's kind of, again, a case-by-case basis. Everyone just really has to play for fair on the server, because there's no way for me to, watch every fight, there's no way to spectate, and I'm not really a judge since I'm participating myself. So, as long as everyone just, plays with, like, a grain of salt next to them at all times, and they're just ready to just accept what's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying, like, if you spawn in and your base is getting raided right before your eyes, you just sit there and not do anything. But don't expect the person to not kill you if you try to collect your items or stop them, because it's going to happen. But that's all I have to really say for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you want to see me do something like this again, comment down below. I don't particularly like doing it. It just happened the way it did, and a lot of stuff was happening, so I decided to record it. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for later on today, because we're coming at you with a Minecraft Bed Wars video and a live stream later on tonight. And I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.